Long time ago, I was a young lad, yeah, and I was like dinosaur ages. I had attended at Clark Air Base the non-commissioned officers preparatory course. It was a 2-week course, marching, getting all fancied up in the uniform. It was exhausting. So what I did was, a buddy of mine, we got together and said, hey, any places to have a good drink, cheap beer? So we ended up at this place. It's on the far side. So think of it, a little more history. Clark Air Base, 25 miles of perimeter around the base. The city outside of Angeles, there was 3 cities. The main was Angeles City, and then there was barrios. Just like, kind of like in Mexico, you got barrios on the outskirts of the main city. So, my buddy suggested a Sari store, S-A-R-I, not S-O-R-R-Y, which I thought it was. A Sari store is a Filipino version, low budget grocery store. I've made a drawing here, forgive my artwork. So if you look at this drawing, you'll see basically there's a row of houses, just like we know every day, with very little space in between. And then you'll see the first X under the word house. That's a divider with a door going into the house. Going down, you'll see the garage. To the right, there's tables. There's 1, 2, 3 tables in this garage. To the left, those are coolers. 1 for beer and 1 for soda. And then you'll see the small square to the left over there. That was the actual Sari store. In there, they have a bunch of different, very sellable type of products. Snacks, what they call pollutant. It's a snack you would eat when you drink it. Such as, they have one called blood soup. I don't even know what's in there. I tried it once and it scared me to death. Yeah. It had all kinds of options. They had a barbecue grill. If you look at the diagram, you see the road there. There's an entrance, there's a little tiny circle there. That's where the lady manned the grill. And she would make a variety of things. The favorite thing is take hot dogs and cut them and then lather them up, just like a regular barbecue. Also pork. And then the wonderful Adidas. Adidas is chicken feet, which that one I never could figure out. They were a very popular thing in the Philippines. But they tasted good, but there's like no meat on the Adidas at all. So, but the variety was interesting. And in the Philippines, they had so many different, like one called balut. That's a baby duck that's partially developed. And it's, I know we just had lunch, I won't go into too many details on that. They had a salted egg. One time before I went out, and I was going to go out for jungle survival. I didn't want to go because every year we go out, do air-based ground defense training and jungle survival, and I got tired of it. So I told this girl, let's have a salted egg. I thought it would get me sick. It didn't work. So anyway, my friend and I, we went to the store. We sat back at the last table towards the house, and we started to drink, and it became a commonplace for me. Cheap beer. It was 5 pesos. That's about a nickel a bottle. And when you're a young man, about 19, cheap beer is good. It goes a long ways. Well, also young men, when they see a pretty lady, they have a tendency to look. It's nature, for lack of better terms. Well, there was several people, men, mostly men, they were drinking. And I put 2 plus 2 together. At that table was the same people all the time, and the rest of the table was anything goes. And there was a little girl on the bench in that small square room, a young lady, and she ran the little store. There's a window. You see the other box up there? Think of it like, it looks like a jail cell up there. You see the little window?
Yeah.
For security reasons, everything is blocked. And when somebody would come up, they would knock on the door and say, Sambuana, and then she would serve them whatever they want, a cigarette, 2 cigarettes. Over there, it's individual cigarette sticks, not the whole pack. and all the variety of things, shampoos, different soap items, the most commonly stocked item, and she was always busy going back and forth. Well, I was sitting at that table, and there was an old lady there who she was called Grandma, and several ladies, and they always sat around me because they were interested in GIs. You know, just keep in mind this is about 5 miles out from the base, so there was few and far between for the GIs. And of course, everybody knows GI, right? Government issue. So this one lady inside the store caught my eye, and I'm like, trying to get to know her, and every time I go over there, they would drag me back to the table. So after about a week, I finally got the nerve, and I just walked inside that little closed area. There's a side door, and I sat on the bench, and I introduced myself. She said her name was Jane, or what's an alias. Her real name was Erlinda. And we got to know each other. Still, I had to get Grandma, anytime as we progressed, started dating, if I went anywhere with her, Grandma had to have somebody with us at all times. One of the sisters, one of the sons, we were escorted no matter where we went. So as things developed with me and this pretty lady, we fell in love, and this is a picture of us. A long time ago, I was a skinny guy. That was about when I was 19, and that's her. She's Filipino, and she's 1 year younger than me. So it was a long, long time ago. So the little lady in the store, who ignored me at first because she was so busy, has been my wife now for 30 years.
Oh.
Thank you.
Scott, that was a great speech. I really like that you told us the story of how you met your wife, and we didn't know that until the very end of the story, and I thought that was very sweet. You maintain very good eye contact with the audience. Sometimes I did notice you looked down at the paper to refresh your memory, but it wasn't too much. So thank you for giving us a story after practicing. I saw that you use some hand gestures to convey your meaning in your speech, and it wasn't too distracting, so I thought that was great. I really like how you told the story. First you describe what you remember from like 19 years ago. And more than that, 30? Oh yeah, you're right. I was thinking you were
Almost
19,
30.
okay. Yeah, and that was like really good memory, and you showed us also on the board of your drawing of what you saw and what happened during time that you were in the Philippines. I did want to hear more about like how you date with your wife, and how the supervised dates goes, because that's not always easy when you're trying to have I guess intimate time. But yeah, I want to see more of that, and I want to hear more on what you felt when you were trying to, I guess, get her attention, or trying to I guess win her love. So, but it was like this introduction to show us where you met and what happened. I noticed your vocal variety. It was kind of this not too like exciting. It was, but I was still very interested in what you had to say about how you met your wife. And you looked like you were very comfortable while you're up here. You were moving around a little bit, and that kind of sometimes keep us interested too, because we have to kind of follow follow along with you when you're up here. So overall, I think you did a great job on your speech, and I really look forward to hearing more about you and your wife. And I really like the picture that you showed us at the end too. That was very sweet.